Hello, fellow Flosstubers, it's Patty here with my August update. Today is September 5th, 2017, and this is the episode I'm naming FFO and Bag Parade. So sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice. I'm doing Coke Zero today, your craft of choice, and let's chat. It has been a crazy August for me. My mom and my mother-in-law's birthday are both in August, as well as my sister-in-law. So my mother and mother-in-law got hand-knitted shawls for their birthday and flowers and other things. My sister-in-law got a thing of flowers from us as well. I came down into my craft room, which is where we're sitting right now. I have it organized the way I want it. And I cracked open the sewing machine, and I'm teaching myself how to sew bags. So I've done tons of bags, which I will show you. I did some grime guards as well. I still have a little bit of fabric left and a couple of zippers because I want to now. I have done 3 zippered bags, but they're not quite what I want, so I'm going to play around and see if I can get 2 more zippered bags that I like. So I've been having a great crafting month and keeping the house clean at the same time and cooking. I usually don't cook. My husband cooks, but he's kind of burnt out, I guess, because he has, he hasn't wanted to cook. So I've had to cook, and I don't like cooking. I mean, I like cooking, but I'd rather not, because he's so much better at it than I am. But that's about what my month has been like. Got to kiss on the grandbaby, which is wonderful. And my youngest son came home for 2 weeks, and then he went back out to work on the pipeline. So yeah, he's at a pump station working. So I've missed him a lot, because he was the guy we would go to lunch together. We'd talk, and we'd watch Game of Thrones together. And little brat, I had been recording all of Game of Thrones and not watching them, waiting for him to come back so that we could watch them together. He downloaded them and watched them without me. So I couldn't believe it. So I waited, got all of them, and I just watched one right after the other. It was a great ending. God, so good. It was so good. I'm not going to blow it for anybody, but oh, Game of Thrones was so good this time. But waiting for 2 years for the next one is going to be very hard. It's a good thing I've purchased all of I have DVDs of all of them, so when this DVD set comes out, I'll get that. And if I get too bored, I'll just rewatch them all. But yeah, ooh, it was so good. So I think that's probably enough chatter for now. Should we get into the FFO parade now? Should we? I think so. So the first thing I would love to show you that I finally did. Oh, I got so much over here it's falling down. Stay. I did it. The white willow stitching tribal pumpkin. I finally did it. I finally made it into a pillow. And I am so happy. It's so squishy. But here it is. It is a little bit bigger than what it should be, and the bottom, of course, is not straight or great, but it's done, and I can use it this October for Halloween. I am so happy, so happy. So number 1. Second thing I did is I learned from my mistake. Oops. I learned from my mistake and made this pillow a little tighter. So this is Frosted Pumpkin Summer Sampler, and I made it into a pillow, and I think it turned out great too. Ooh, I have some strings I need to clip. So next summer it'll come out, and I'll be using it for next summer. Yay! Then I did a wall hanging. So this wall hanging I'm not really happy with, so I figured out how to do it better, so next time I will do better on how wall hanging. But here is Halloween Town. by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And as you can tell, nothing is straight, but I'm okay with that. It's done, it's usable, and it's not sitting in my drawer. I'll hang it up for Halloween. And then I decided that Trick or Treat was too small to do anything with, so I made a pillow. So here is the Trick or Treat pillow by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. So I'm really happy with these finishes. These finishes make me very, very happy. So there we go. I did some framing as well. These frames I picked up at Michael's. The small one I paid $8 for. And it is the Hawaiian Sampler by Francis L. Johnson design. So I'm very, very, look at that, look at that. I framed it all by myself. And then I decided that Celtic Christmas needed to be framed. So this is Celtic Christmas by Lavender and Lace. And it's not perfect, it's not straight. There's some wobbles, obviously, but I'm all right with that because if I didn't frame it myself, it would never have gotten used. I will keep working on my framing and eventually I'll be able to do it by myself and it'll be great. But yay, there's that one. And then I grabbed, okay, this one is a finish this month and a fully finished. So I finished the Lakeside Needlecraft Fantasy Sal and I framed it. I also decided to write fantasy instead of putting this. I wrote fantasy there. And on the back I will write that my name and date and everything, so it'll be done. But there that one is. I'm very, very, very happy. And then I decided that Wacky Witches and Stitches by the Clouds Factory needed to have a frame as well. This one doesn't quite fit in the frame and it's probably not quite straight, but at least it will be used. So Halloween I will hang this up and it'll be fun. And I'm really, really happy. So don't be afraid to frame. Don't be afraid to try because it is hard. You do have to pull and tug and keep looking. Like that Wacky Witches and Stitches gave me such a headache trying to make it straight. And like I said, it's not perfectly straight, but it's good and it'll work and I'm happy with it. But don't be afraid. Just jump right in with both feet and do it because you can do it. I know you can. I have total faith in you. You can do it. So my finished object for the month was the Lakeside Needlecraft. And I don't think I finished anything else that I can think of right offhand. No, that was it. That was my finish. So, oh, in my totals for Stitch from Stash, I did get some other things done, and I was able to have $15.95 credit. So I'm really happy with that because I bought a thing and I got a gift from my grandmother. So you'll see those. Works in progress. Alrighty, here is Tempting Tangles, the Great Cheshire Pumpkin. I finished Clue 5 and Clue 6, and I think they turned out really great. So there that is. I'm really happy with that one. And I also worked on the Christmas stocking that I'm making for Mason, my grandson. So I got quite a bit done on this one. I think the last time you saw it, I was had like just this much done. So I got the bunny almost all the way done. I got the deer's little bottom done and started on the tree and the snowman. So there's a tree and then a bear, and then that'll be done. So very, very happy with that. So this one will be coming back out now that I've shown it to you guys. It'll be going back and I'll be working on that. Okay. Yeah, so my goals, because that was it. That's the only two I have. My goals is to finish, I'm hoping to finish the stocking this month so that I can work on other things. And I will also, of course, be working on the Cheshire Pumpkin when the new clue comes out. It comes out every 2 weeks, and the 6th clue just came out last weekend. So I'll have 2 weeks to work on the stocking, and I should be able to plow through it. We'll see though. Okay, and let's see, is this the one? I think this is the one. Yeah, the next thing I'm going to put on the needles, thinking knitting, no knitting, is I'm going to work on the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Passport. Now I started this, I didn't show you guys, but I did start it. And that's all I've got. This is Picture This Plus Ale. You cash out in a 28 count. And I got the kit from Pumpkin Stitchery, so I have all the floss, and I put some, I'm sorry, my brain just went zzz. So that's one of the things I do want to start. And it is living in one of my envelope bags that I made using Vanna's tutorial. Look at that, nice bag. And the stocking is in this one. I think this one turned out great. These are the big ones. I have big ones and small ones and medium-sized ones. Oops. And I also would like to work on, yeah, this one. This one is Tempting Tangles. It's called Blooming Borders, but it was the Welcome. So I want to start this one as well, but I have to finish that stocking first. So this one, I will be putting it on 36 count Winter Moon Linen by Swagger that I got from Stitchy Box. So, and I want to use some of my specialty floss, so I'm kind of looking at the floss for that one. And that one is living in my another envelope bag. This one has got Zelda on it. So Zelda fans, cool bag, huh? So this is Zelda, Stained Glass Zelda. Very, very happy. So should I show you my bags? I think so. I made a little pouch that this actually my iPad can fit in. Just a little pouch for my iPad if I want to. But I just have Christmas Town by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery in here because I do want to work on that as well eventually. So the ones I have packaged up are ones I want to have and pull out for kind of like, this is the next trick in a row, right? So then I made 2 thin long bags. So I think they turned out great. And yes, I am a Cowboys fan. I've been one like forever. These are the medium, no, these are a little bit bigger bags. The orange in the inside. And I did Velcro these, but I also sewed the Velcro on so that they wouldn't come off. And then these are roughly the same size bags. These. Yep. So these are roughly the same size. And so I had a Zelda pattern with the Velcro. And then this Parisian fabric. I absolutely fell in love with this Parisian fabric. I don't know why, but it's really a soft cotton, and I just fell in love with it. And a lot of the bags, I found some white muslin, so that's what I used inside. And then I found some Pokemon fabric. Made one for that one. And that one I'm not going to show because I'm going to give that one to a friend. Then I made, this one I made upside down, but this is Day of the Dead fabric. And then Snoopy and Day of the Dead fabric. So these are the medium-sized bags. So yeah, I'm calling, no, these are the, yeah, these are the medium-sized bags. Okay. And these I just followed Vanna's tutorial and I made them the sizes I wanted to. I kind of wish I hadn't have made some of them so big, but I think it'll be all right because I've got a shelf upstairs that I can put the bigger bags on. So it'll be good. And then these are the large bags. And these are large. So I have another stained glass Zelda with just white inside. This Day of the Dead one turned out correctly. Ooh, I've got to trim some edges here. Trim some threads. So another white. And then another Zelda. This is fabric I got at Joann's and it was on sale, so I figured what the heck. And this one is the Day of the Dead Snoopy, which of course I sewed that one wrong as well. But this one I used different fabric for the inside. So, Halloween fabric. And then I have one mega bag, and it is huge. I didn't cut this fabric down, I just used the piece I had. So this one turned out mega big with white. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my lap stand in here when we travel. So I can have my lap stand in here and I can have another little bag with the project in it. So I think that'll turn out really good. And that's my idea with the big one. Sorry, I'm shaking. You guys are on a gooseneck holder for tablets. And you're on my sewing table. I just took my sewing machine and put it away. Or put it down so that I could have the table. And then I had extra fabric. And I made some, I'm going to give this one as a gift too. So no show. No show. But I made some grime guards. So these are, I think they're 11 by 11. Or they might be a little bit bigger. They're for 11 by 11. And this one is probably for an 8 by 8. But these are, grime guards are so much fun to make. And then I decided I would try my hand at zippered bags. Now my zippered bags did not turn out like I wanted them to. But I think I figured out how to do what I want to do. But they still work, they still function, and they're 14 across. Well, they were 14 across until I started making them. So, there's this one. And, oop. Yeah, sometimes they catch a little bit, so I need to figure out how to fix that. But I didn't get the seam right on this one, and it kind of messed it up, but I like the fabric, and I think it turned out really cute with the Pokemon fabric. So, and then this one I did a little bit better, and it's got ghosts and other fabric, so I like that one. But this little one is the first one I made. And I've decided to, I was using fusible fleece in these and it's almost too much, so I got some other stuff I'm going to use that's thinner, so the stabilizer isn't as thick, so I'm hoping that will turn out a little bit better. But I'm going to put scissors and things in here for travel. And those are the sewing projects. So I got a lot done this last month. Knitting, I don't have my knitting with me. I did finish the Find Your Fade, and I gave that to my mother-in-law. She loved it, and I was really happy that I was able to give that to her. I'm working on a Stephen West. I don't even remember what it's called, but it's a cowl that he's making, and it's really fun, and it's two-colored, and it's great. I'll show you guys next time. I just figured I had a lot to talk about here that I didn't want to show that. So, purchases. On the purchases, I purchased the August thread of the month from Silks for You, and in the letter she stated that she wanted to do coffee, and her coffee kind of turned out more cafe au lait than it did the coffee color that she wanted. She also added 2 variegated floss, and one is in a pink tone, one is pink and one is brown to go with the coffee. So here's one, and these are just called August. So that one is a really pretty brown, and then it went up a little shade lighter, so that one turned out great. And it's really, they're just a little bit different, just a little bit. So you can kind of see it there. And then she went a little bit lighter. So this one's a little bit lighter. And then here is all the colors together. Variegated. And then she threw in the pink tone. And it's got the browns in it as well. I think that turned out really pretty. And I'm very, very happy with that. So I will go ahead and check these into the Alien Schoolgirl and see if any of those colors will work. And the ones that won't, I will just move into my stash. I moved all of my floss stash down here, so it'll go and stash down here if it doesn't work. Then I was looking, I don't even remember where I was looking. I was looking for somewhere. Or I was looking somewhere, I wasn't quite sure where. And this one, Let's Have Fun at Grandma's by Ursula Michaels, popped up. And you know, I just had to do that because grandparents' house rules. I mean, how fun is that? So they suggest, I think 14 count Ada. Is what they suggested. I think so. Oh, 14 count or an 18 count. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through my 28. I have some 25, 28, and 32 count linen over there. And I'll look for that. And I'll use DMC variegated floss for the flosses. And yeah, I'm going to start this one. And then my grandmother, she gives me money every once in a while just because she loves me and I take her wherever she needs to go. And she said to buy myself whatever I wanted. So I saw that they were re-releasing the Mirabilia Halloween Fairy as a limited edition kit. So I went ahead and said I must have this. So it is a full kit, so you get the pattern. So the pattern is on here, so that's the size of the pattern. I mean, it's really small. And it came with the fabric, which is, let's see here, 32 count natural linen by Zweigert. And the stitch area is 6 3/4 by 7 1/4. So here's that. This is going to be an October start, definitely. Comes with the beads, which was $275. Does it say what color that is? No, it doesn't. And then it came with all the floss. Oh, and a needle. I got a John James needle. And then the floss. Now the floss is all by Crescent Colors. So I have some classic colorworks. I've never used them though, so this will be fun. So this is Dandelion Stem. black coffee. And Bejeweled. That's really pretty. It's got, I don't know if it's showing up, but it's variegated green, so that's really pretty. Then we have some red clay. Bunny honey. Chocolate cream pie. Eve's leaves. Tangerine. Bramble bush. And Bella Rose. And that is a variegated. So yeah, I'm really excited about this kit. And yeah, jumped on that because I've always liked this one. I keep watching it and it was always out of print. So I'm really happy that they threw this back in print. So yeah, very cool. I think she's going to be fun. Well, at 26 minutes, I think I have discussed everything I wanted to. So I need to find a bag for this one and put that in a bag and take that upstairs and put it on my shelf. And I am just so happy with the room and all the projects that I did and the framing. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know what you think. Don't be afraid to frame, because you can keep trying and your stuff will be, it will even make you happier when you get it framed and you did it yourself, because then it's all you. You've done everything by yourself. So yeah, exciting. So I hope everybody has a great stitchy month, and I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. See you later.